Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with a brand new video, or a pre-recorded video. Personally, if you see me wearing the same shirt in, like, all of these upcoming videos, just know that I'm all doing it in the same day. 90% of the time, I'm with my family, watching sports and eating food. But yeah, decided to, talk about this new data mined robe that I didn't want to talk about at first because I know how people get about data mined unreleased content. So this is your fair warning that if you do not want to look at data mined stuff, now's your time to click off the video and continue scrolling. But if you would like to check it out, then feel free to stick around because this is practically the Spooky Carnival Robe upgrade, which if you don't know, the Spooky Carnival Robe is one of the most notorious Jade robes out there because it has a nice, just set balance of stats. It's really nice. So before then, I wanted to talk about the latest bundle that recently came out, and that is the Mad Emancipators, however you pronounce that, bundle that had recently came out, and it's a pretty good bundle. Not emancipate and emancers. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a pretty cool bundle. Emancipator. What am I talking about? Now the stats on it is just. You'll notice something about the stats, and the reason why I don't like the stats for mainly the hat, robe, and boots is because it has no resist whatsoever. So if you were to run this entire set, you're going to have low resist. You'll have some nice outgoing, right? 209, that's pretty good. Probably get higher depending on what other gear you have, but I don't know, man. The resist is really low, so you might think once or twice about putting it on. I mean, we can compare this robe to the Spooky Carnival Robe, and still, the Spooky Carnival Robe is still a good set to use. I mean, you're still getting less health, less pip chance. You're getting more universal accuracy by 1, but check this out. With the Spooky Carnival Robe, you're getting a 21 universal resist, which is really good. So you're also getting the Kiss of Death spell as well, and you're also getting Shad rating. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do concerning Jade robes and stuff like that. Hi, Elaine. Can someone give me a pack from my wish list? You know what? Sure, Elaine. I don't know you, but sure. Why not? How do I check the wish list? The Elven Nightmare Pack? Sure. Oh, wait. I don't even have crowns. Wait, I do. I do have crowns. There we go. By the way, King's Isle, you should really, like, take off the wish list, man. Like, really. Because if I would have charged that back, then she would be banned. We've talked about this before. Okay? I don't even know who that person was. Anyway, let's talk about this new Spooky Carnival Robe. Last chance to click off the video if you don't want to get spoiled. But, wait, what? I didn't get the energy items. Okay. You can farm for energy items, Elaine. You can farm. Go farming for energy gear. Let's go on to this. Anyway, enough horsing around. This bundle gear set is called Horus from Atmoplex, and it looks fantastic. It definitely gives me a little bit of a Crocotopia vibe, and of course there's no release date for it, but we can kind of just naturally assume or predict that maybe it might come near the launch of the new Crocotopia update for Wizard101. And it just looks gorgeous. Now here are the stats, and this is when it gets really good. And this is basically the same gear set that we just saw with the Mad Animancers set, except it actually has resist. So this is a bundle that you might actually be interested. I still wouldn't run the hat and boots though, just because you can't use pins on it. So again, that might have to, again, depend on your playstyle or whatever. But let's go over to the Falconine Helm of Horus. And this is pretty cool. So for the helmet, you get 1,126 max health, you get 7% pip chance, you get 6% universal accuracy, you get 127 critical block rating, 129 critical, and then you get a plus 16 critical, or not critical, but plus 16 resist, which is really good. Now remember, we said in the Mad Animancer's hat, or just the boots and just the gear in general, it does not have any resist. So if you're someone that wanted resist, but you also wanted some good outgoing, this is definitely an upgrade. The only thing that's missing would be the incoming healing, which you don't really need incoming healing, especially if you were healing yourself. But plus 4% universal pierce, same as the Animancers, and you also get the Availing Hands card, which is really good. It's a 70 base with a plus 780 heal over time for 3 rounds, and it is a balance spell, so make sure to check that out. And then we have the one and only Spooky Carnival suit, aka the new Jade Robe Juggernaut. And this robe is actually completely bonkers. This is literally the same thing I said about the new wand that we got. So let's read the stats here. This is called the Falconine Armor of Horus, and you get plus 1,711 max health. Then you get 9% pip chance, 6% universal accuracy. So comparing that to the Spooky Carnival robe, you're getting less accuracy just by one, right? And then you get 161 critical block rating, which is pretty good. I think that is slightly less. Actually, let me equip it right now. I think that is slightly less than the Spooky Carnival suit. No, wait, that's an increase. That's an increase in critical block, actually. That's actually perfect. And then over here, this is when the robe actually goes crazy. Not even the increase of outgoing, but it actually gives you critical. We haven't really had a Jade robe that really gives critical. So this is a very versatile robe. 82 critical rating is absolutely insane. You also get plus 21 universal resist as well, and a plus 25% outgoing healing, which is a 5% upgrade to the Spooky Carnival suit. And you also get 5% universal accurate, or not universal, but 5% universal pierce. Now there is a really slight downside to this robe. You'll notice that there is no shad rating whatsoever. So if you're someone that likes to use your shadow spells, or you like to use Dark Surge and give people pips from your shadow pips, you might notice that you won't be getting shadow pips as frequently. And you'll notice that with the Spooky Carnival suit, it pretty much has similar stats. It also has that shad rating. Now this is when it gets interesting, but this robe, which is the new Data Mind robe, this gives a Celestial Intervention bottom path max tier, which is basically a protective 985 absorb shield. Now I know what a lot of people are saying, and this is when, again, it comes to your playstyle and how you want to play. This is a pretty interesting spell. Think about it like this. Even when you're low level questing, or you're just low level helping, you can even use this for high level stuff. That's a pretty big absorb shield to put on a single person. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty awesome. Now, of course, compared to the Spooky Carnival suit, it has the Kiss of Death spell, which you take 1,000 moon damage, and you give all of your allies 750 base healing, right? And if you have a lot of outgoing and you critical, it does a lot of healing. So here's the thing, when it comes to your playstyle, and you get 2 of these cards. Do you want the Kiss of Death spell, and do you want to keep the Spooky Carnival suit, which is, well, at this point, it's outdated now, or do you want to get the new bundle robe, which has stat increases, of course, and it has this new spell? And that's when it's going to come to your decision, right? For me, I'm personally getting it. And the only reason why I'm getting it is because I personally just do not use the Kiss of Death spell a lot. It is a very, very versatile heal to use, especially if you're a death wizard. But for me personally, I I don't use it. Even when I switch to death pips, I just don't really use it that much. You know, it is a good heal to use. I kind of wish they would allow it as a regular spell, right? But it's a pretty cool spell nonetheless. But again, this new robe has a lot of stat increases, including that critical rating. That is going to be a crucial part of healing. So again, it depends on your preference. You might not care a whole lot about it. You might just stick with the Spooky Carnival Robe or any other robe that you're using. But honestly, for me, this is definitely one of those robes where I just need it. Also, it has more pip chance as well, which, if my calculations are correct, for my specific build, combining that with the new wand, I will have 100% power pip rating on the dot. That means I won't even have to use like my power pip rock mount, which is a 3%. So, dude, I'm cooking. Dude, I'm cooking. And we don't know when this bundle will release. Like I said, most likely probably near the launch of the Crocotopia update. No, that's just some assumptions, though. We honestly don't know. Now, we can also check out the boots, which are pretty interesting. Again, just similar stats to the Mad Animancers. You know, really good outgoing. I still wouldn't use it, though. It comes with a unicorn spell, which is pretty cool. You'll also notice that most of these spells are banned. They pretty much banned a lot of the burst healing spells, except for Availing Hands. You can still use Availing Hand and Celestial Intervention in advanced combat, but honestly, I think I'm kind of done with advanced combat. Now, this is the wand, and one of my viewers said that the wand is apparently getting changed. I'm not sure exactly how it's getting changed or what other type of substats they'll add to it, but for the wand, it is 82 critical block rating, 62 critical rating, and then 11% universal damage, and then plus 2% pips, white pips, 4% accuracy, 6 pierce, and 182 critical, or not critical, but pip conversion. Yeah, it honestly seems like an incomplete wand. You kind of have to take these data mine content as incomplete. They can always do something last second, or just, you know, something might not be finished. But there it is. You also get the Prismatic Judge, which is 375, I guess, unknown damage. I have no idea what the question mark means. Well, it's PvP banned, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. And then you also get some death wand hits as well, and you also get that square socket. So it doesn't look like it has any outgoing, so I'm wondering if the outgoing substat is something that isn't there yet, or if they're going to put that in later whenever they release it, because again, this is all just data mine stuff. But overall, though, it's a pretty solid bundle, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, remember that the design of it is kinda sharp. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you were walking around in Wizard City or Crocotopia looking like that, I mean, I would want to be your friend. I mean, look at it. Look at the bow. The bow is absolutely amazing. Lately, we have been getting a lot of good designed, like, bundles. I don't know what's going on, but lately it's been getting really good. Like, every bundle now, it's like a yes, yes, and yes. Also, the stats are pretty good too, especially for the robe. So, again, just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, it depends on your playstyle. You might not even want to spend the money just for a slight upgrade. You might be fine with whatever you have. Honestly, even if you have something like 100 outgoing, which is kind of low nowadays, but even 100 outgoing is fine. You know, anybody can practically be a healer at this point. And you could definitely do some free-to-play options, which is going to be my next video that I have to, you know, cover on. But a lot of free-to-play options out there. You don't have to spend money on this. But for me, this is definitely something that is going to be the first thing I get. So hopefully that helps you guys out with your heal builds and all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think about the robe. I think it looks pretty cool, and yeah, we'll just see what happens about it. And yeah, until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out.